Hey guys, and welcome back to the Money Game with AC. In this channel, we talk about stocks, but we also talk about money, how to make it, how to grow it, and how to protect it. In this video, I want to go over quickly Palantir Technologies Inc. It's a company that is poised to be one of the main powerhouse in the technology space in the US, but also in the world. So in this video, I want to go over why everyone should consider Palantir Technology, especially now if you want to be holding it for at least 2 to 5 years, because the price target on the 5 years term is really interesting, so you don't want to miss the end of this video. So first of all, for those of you who don't know Palantir Technologies, it's a company that was founded in 2003 by Peter Thiel, one of the main founders of PayPal as well. They went public last year, and I scooped some of the shares I'm sitting now pre-IPO, and since the IPO, man, it's been just flying at a point, at a point where we're up to $43 a share intraday, and we are now back down to 22. I guess yesterday we hit 21, which is the lowest in 4 months. And Palantir, one of the tech stocks that have been really hit hard, especially with the bond yields going up lately, as we've seen the fangs like Google, Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Zoom. We've also seen Palantir Technologies because it's a really high growth company. But there is an interesting news that came up again today, that Kathy Woods, the CFO of ARK Innovation ETF, added 1.2 million shares of Palantir as the stock slipped towards the 4 months low. And this is not news, or it's not a new news that anytime Palantir goes to a discount like we are seeing now at these current prices, Kathy Woods through ARK Invest ETF Innovation Fund buy, because they are really a big believer in all of the disruptive companies such as Tesla and such as Palantir. I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying when you really look at how and what Palantir is able to do, it's really something you will consider for the future, because they are into data analytics. Right now, the biggest contracts they have is with the government, so the US Army, but they're being also getting some contracts within the commercial space, which was one of the main concerns of the market when they went public. But I guess the fact that Palantir has a huge customer acquisition, there have been rumors around Palantir signing contract with RBS or RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, with AT&T. They're already in bed with BP, and it's going great. So I think they're going maybe under the radar now, not announcing some of the contracts that they may be working under the radar, just because it won't really matter for now because of this whole rotation thing, with the investors getting out of tech, getting into the cyclical, the rotation. The reopening stocks, the cyclical, the value stocks, and plus the bond yields coming up. I think we'll have some months going on for the market to really set to a direction before we can see a rotation going back to tech again. And once we see that, I definitely see Palantir maybe trusting those 25, 30 levels back again. But definitely, if you're looking for the future, the fact that Kathy Woods is really into Palantir through the ARK Innovation ETF funds, holding more than 10 million shares as of now, this is a huge indication personally that I think it should give investors who are considering getting into the Palantir stock as well. As I mentioned, I get into pre-IPO, so right now my average cost is really under $10, so I'm not really worrying about this huge 40% drop since the beginning of the year, just because I'm in for the long term. So if we go over the options activity, Palantir is really almost all the time on the top 5 list of these stocks. Okay, right now we can see the parity is almost like the 2-to-1 on the call parity. So a lot more people are expecting Palantir to go up. We can see before Tesla, AMC, and Apple. So anytime you have a stock right here or the top 5 or top 10, you can definitely expect it to go, because it means there is volatility coming on on these stocks, and volatility is always poised to either go to the uptrend or the downtrend. But when you look at the parity on the call side, it really means something, maybe expecting, I mean, the market is expecting Palantir to go up. But again, guys, it may not be happening on the short term, because what is really interesting here is the price target on the long term. So I just typed Palantir price target 2025 on Google, and this came up. So it's a little bit outdated, but still, guys, it's still relevant, because some people are even having a target higher than what we are seeing now. So we have a price target for 2025 at 350 per share, up from an average of 78 in December 2021. So with the demo day on Palantir, really showcasing what the tools they build in order to help companies really have a hands on the data in order to be more efficient in terms of cost, efficiency, in terms of productivity, in terms of trend, etc., etc. Palantir is definitely a powerhouse in play. Again, the fact that right now the tech sector is really on the plate by the whole volatility and the rotation, the bond yields, and inflation coming, that's definitely something that may have not been expected as of now. But again, guys, if you look at the bigger picture, it's definitely something you definitely want to get into your portfolio as of now, especially because those numbers right now, if you look at the 6 month chart, at the time we were really up at $40 a share. So really great discount for the moment, guys. I would definitely put this on my watch list and consider getting in, because I can see Palantir flying to 100, 200, maybe in a couple of at the end of this year, or possibly the end of 2022. All right, guys, let me know if you already have some of Palantir in your watch list or in your portfolio. Otherwise, let me know if you think about doing it with Palantir as a buying opportunity now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.